Alright, for number 11, protect the blender with a fabric cover. So we have to make sure that the blender is in a safe place so it's not gonna get broken. Okay, and aside from that, you can put this inside the cabinet or the kitchen cabinet. Alright, so right now we are going to learn how to clean and store food tongs. Okay, so for the first step, wash food tongs as soon as you are finished using it to prevent food particles from sticking to it. Okay, aside from that, you may wipe it dry with a clean cloth. Okay, and the third step is store it inside the cabinet drawer after you cleaned it or when it's not being used. Okay, all right, so right now let's learn how to clean and store a microwave. So for first step, which is really important, or we call this the really important step, we have to make sure that we already unplug the microwave before we start cleaning it. Okay? Or if you're not using it, make sure that you um, already unplug the microwave. So for the second step, in a microwave safe bowl, mix 1/2 cup of water and the 1/2 cup of vinegar or white vinegar or apple cider or any type of vinegar will do. So put the bowl inside the oven or inside the microwave oven and cook on high level for about 2 minutes. So the mixture of water and vinegar will aid in removing the dirt and foul odors from the inside of the oven. Okay, so if you think that your microwave is already smelly, putting a mixture of water and vinegar will help it remove the bad odor of the microwave. So aside from that, remove the bowl from the oven as you open the oven. Be very careful because steam will be coming out. Also, the bowl will be most likely be very hot. So, as what you can see in the picture, the person is just putting the lemon or the mixture inside the microwave. So, if you are going to remove this already after doing the step 2, okay, or right after the step 2 is already done, make sure that you take extra caution or you should be very careful because it is very hot. Okay, and then for step 4, remove the splattered grease and food inside the oven using a sponge. So you may use a sponge. If you don't have a sponge, you can use a dry damp cloth or not damp cloth but just a dry cloth. Okay, so for number 5, wipe the outside of the oven with water and mild detergent. And for step 6, wipe the oven dry with a clean cloth. For step 7, it is important that you wipe the countertop where the oven is placed. So again, same thing with blender. We should also clean the surroundings or the place where the equipment is placed. Okay, so not just the equipment itself, but also the kitchen countertop or the surroundings of the equipment as well. So for step 8, we should also protect the oven with a fabric cover. Okay, so for next, let's learn how to clean flat iron. Okay, so we have different types of flat iron. Okay, So if we have different types of iron, we should also know how to clean these different types of iron in different ways as well. Okay? So if you have a steam iron, as like what you can see in the picture, okay, you have to mix 1 part of water and 1 part of vinegar. Okay? So water and vinegar are actually really helpful in cleaning irons. Okay? And pour it into the water chamber of the iron. So as what you can see here, there's water inside the iron or inside the water chamber. Okay? So the iron will steam out this solution. Okay? So you're not gonna flat iron anything. Okay? So just make sure that you press the button so it will release steam with the mixture of the water and vinegar. Okay? And then you have to repeat the process, and this time, or once you repeat it, just put plain water, okay? So that the mixture or of vinegar and water earlier will be removed, or it will be totally cleaned as well because they already did the job, okay? So for next one, so this is actually steam iron, another picture or another example, okay? So that is the steam iron. It releases the steam coming from the water chamber, from this part where it stores water. Okay? So for next one, another type of iron. So we have non-coated sole plates. So how are we gonna turn this type of iron into a clean iron or clean sole plates? Okay? So let's just follow this step. We have to use baking soda or metal polish cleaner to clean the sole plate. Okay, just put a little bit of baking soda, and then we can use extra fine steel wool for plates that needs extra help. Okay, so if putting baking soda and leaving it for a few minutes, or after you wipe it, or after you wipe baking soda on uncoated sole plate and the dirt is not removed, you may use fine steel wool or extra fine steel wool. That's what you can see here, right? All right. So for next one, we have non-stick sole plates. So how are we gonna clean non-stick sole plates? Okay. So actually, non-stick sole plates are the type of iron with coating. Okay, so this is also similar with pans. Okay, so we have what we call Teflon on our pans or cooking pans or cooking pots. Okay, we have coated cooking pots. Okay, so we have coated cooking pots or cooking tools. We also have coated or special coated um, flat iron. So we call it non-stick sole plates. Okay. So you may clean non-stick sole plates by using a soft cloth, warm water, and mild detergent for non-stick coated irons. So always wait until your iron is completely cool and unplug first before cleaning it. Okay? Never use an abrasive cleaner because it will wear away the iron coating, or it will remove, or it will damage the coating of the flat iron. Again, class, let's always remember that when cleaning flat irons or any device that uses electricity, we have to make sure that we already unplugged them. Alright?